Good morning, it's Virginia. Today's webinar, we're going to do timelines. And I did touch on this slightly before, but I think it's important to come back to just to make sure for clarity that everybody understands what I mean when you're doing a timeline. And again, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only, not to replace your therapist. Okay, that said. So what happened to you is the thing that we're trying to figure out. There's a great book literally called What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey and a doctor. I can't recall the name, his name now, but it's akin to another book called The Body Keeps the Score. Which in our field, either of these is kind of biblical because it tells the story. It helps you understand how to tell the story. So when you come into therapy, we want to understand what happened to you, what kind of information, stories do you have stored in the subconscious, and when we can uncover those stories, then we can get to the bottom of what's causing you to have anxiety, depression, PTSD, fears, phobias, what's going on, triggers, anger, sadness. Honestly, a lot of things that I work with trauma and addiction, and a lot of things that I uncover are PTSD related. Boy, I just keep writing P's, don't I? That's okay. My dyslexia is showing up right now. Okay, so anyway, what we want to understand is what happened to you. And a lot of times I will ask folks to go back and do a timeline of their life. So from 0 years age to now. So I want potentially for you to start from now, because this is the most you're going to be able to recall right now. So my marriage. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you feel like you're in a good environment with your person? Yes or no? College or trade school or career. And you're just going to kind of give these a yes or a no, and what is the percentage? Yes, I like it. No, not so hot. And you're just going to keep going down. High school, middle school, elementary school, childhood. And what I mean by that is parents, family, religion. And if you look at this timeline, it's helping us understand like what shaped you. So maybe in high school, you had a bully. Maybe that bully followed you in your district for a lot of years. I know I had a bully in high school, and finally one day I confronted her after, her chasing me for years. And I finally was like, let's go. Let's just go outside and get this over with. If you're going to beat me up, let's just get it over with. And after that day, it stopped. But that went on from middle school to high school. So that's what we're trying to figure out, what happened to you. And without going too much further into it, doing this timeline is going to help us a lot to uncover the stories that you're sitting on in the subconscious. And getting quiet in your journal and doing this timeline, trust and know the story and how to heal is inside this timeline. So when you're doing the percentages, like my career, 90%, 10%, and we've done this, that's backwards. Okay, let's say 90% of the time you're not happy with your career, 10% you are happy with your career. College, 90% happy, 10% bad. This is another one of those, what's contributing to your island, what's shaping you. So you can give it percentages, or you can do that in a different place. But the goal right now is to understand, going back maybe 3 to 5 years at a time, like, where are you? Where are the hot spots in your life? So I know for me, these might be a couple of hot spots. I have a marriage. I was married to 2 abusive men, not just 1, 2. So that was a me problem. So I needed to address, like, what is going on that I ended up in 2 narcissistic relationships. Surprise, surprise, I'm a social worker. I just want to fix the world. That was what I was attracted to. But I would not have known it was a pattern if it hadn't happened twice and I wasn't forced to look back at my life to figure out, okay, what is going on here? My parents were very, very giving people. They volunteered most of my childhood. They were bleeding hearts, and that's probably one of the contributing factors to this happening to me. But in order to understand what happened to me and tell the story in a different way, I needed to be able to go back and understand, okay, why 2 marriages, failed marriages, both domestic violence. Oh, right, my mom basically worked for Adam Board, which is the funder for a lot of the community health, mental health care. And then they both volunteered for muscular dystrophy for years and years. I mean, they just bled and oozed help other people. So, of course, that's how that happened. But again, I couldn't have figured that out if I hadn't gone all the way back and figured out where is the root where I became the bleeding heart that I have, or that I am. Okay, that's all I want to say about this. For you to do your timeline, the story is inside here. That is the point that I came back and did this webinar with you. If you have any questions, by all means, give me a shout, send me an email. Otherwise, this is one of the first steps to your healing. Thanks. I hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.